Think of Wardour Street, and you think of a vintage fish realm that mystifies and slaps reverse fish bolts into the public's eyes. The public used to come and squirm in the funk and receive concentrated fish bolt therapy from appointed Wardour monks. Lots of movies were made about these escapades, but have all been buried, never to be watched until 2129. When the flamboyant Runehead Brigade are scheduled to get fresh with our funk. This chicken is not funk.
Yes dude. How you doing yo? Check this long strip of reality I acquired.
Back in the past, if you were lucky, you could spin a thing. This would create cheering masses and racist horses. The townsfolk would take it, in turns to take a headbutt from each horse. We still celebrate this tradition today. National Headbutt Horse Day. Soon after this, cricket was mixed with earth, wind and fire for the very first time. It was revolutionary. Incoherent, uncivilized shouting became all the rage, and people were so busy that they could ninja morph, lunge and skip frames. This inadvertently led to the discovery that horses are basically robust quad pigeons that hate minorities. This is why we race and bet on them today. Each horse represents a molecule of Nazi funk that has been rejuvenated to acceptable ratios. When one crashes, the townsfolk rush to eat it. Each distinguished horse's DNA is catalogued for future endeavors. Professor Shyzen is heading up the research into one day evolving, so we can all live in a metal thing. He says living in a metal thing allows him to transcend into various decisive globules that can unleash fly kicks to your head. He also pointed out that it's sturdy against bears. He's gonna be selling these round the back of Aldenia the Skip. 6 for a monkey, or half a Dutch for a spanner, your choice. Whichever you choose, you should be prepared for the responsibility that comes with living in a metal thing. You will need to file away every noise you hear, and whether it was real or not. Then once a month on the morn of the metal living in the metal thing day, you have to read each one until your eyes bleed. Then the most significant noise shall be transported by laser, thought, dance, thrust, air and rail to various nations representing the Gertrudians and others. Next in the festivities comes the big match. Manchester Spinoid Bastards vs Leeds Flange 9000. West Ham United will be playing in the correlating dimension. If you spin a thing, plane interjects and dimensions collide. Beautiful. Too much reality, however, can have physical manifestations. As seen here, the man's mustache becomes detachable.
Well, the results of our research show that too much reality can make your limbs spin off. If this occurs, you will need to press this button to activate the concentrated helium flying funk receptacle. Now you can snap the bone out of your leg, pierce a hole into your desired dimension, and flamboyantly float into your destined realm.
The more significant the initial signal of intergalactic frequencies, the larger the concentrated flying funk receptacle. But be aware, the incorrect molecular funk distribution can be catastrophic, as well as spectacular. During these moments, remember the advice of old Master Chen. Time doesn't exist, meaning fishing never stops. So, if you have access to your mentally digested informational shenanigans, aka brain, then press A on your control pad to simulate your special ninja move. This should create a beacon for the spectacular Gertrudians.
I was not involved in this debacle, but I wish the intergalactic funk revolution good luck on their quest.
It is in these same developing countries that the vast majority of the 120 to 200 million people who earn a livelihood from fisheries actually live. It is also where the majority of the 1 billion or so people who rely on fish as their main source of protein live. So clearly, with fewer fish, not only are export earnings dented, food security becomes a real issue too. Global fish stocks are deteriorating, and we cannot ignore the fact, merely just carrying on as if it were business as usual. The World Bank estimates that if managed well, global fish stocks could be worth some $50 billion more per year than they are today.
Delinquents lurk around the streets, looking for a taste of that sweet fish. During the national fish famine of 22, cargo area fish-like substances were rationed out to the townsfolk. But they were not going to let their earthly government get away with it. What happened next combines multiple dimensional frequencies, and will require 7% more funk to proceed.